YouTube! Welcome back to another episode of Farfa finds combos on the internet for you to take a look at these new cards. There's a lot here. So let me just disclaimer this. Last card showcase that we did, I hunted down a random Dragoonity replay from the Dragoonity Discord, and naturally everyone in the Twitch chat watching the combos were like,
Farfa, this combo loses to like one Ash Blossom.
it's like, yeah, one card combos do lose to one card. But then the Dragoonity players in the Dragoonity Discord were mad at me for not showing the combos that play around Nibiru. Guys, this is just a basic surface level little look-see and peek at what a deck can do with the new cards, okay? It's not that... I'm sure Dragoonity, I'm sure any archetype we showcase in these videos have better lines and stuff that play around. But that's not the point. This is just a very basic, simple surface level analysis of the new cards, okay? That's it. That's just that simple. It's just a reaction video. It's not that deep. Anyway, let's get in. So here's the new ones. We've got the Springans. And I believe that a Springan monster technically is like 4 archetypes. So here's the new one. It's every card in the entire universe, of that universe anyway. Tri-Brigade Springan Kit. I'm surprised this also wasn't like a sprite. Level 4 Light Beast. Yummy mentioned. 1710, you can only first attack effect once per turn. If you control a Tri-Springan other than itself, special it from your hand. Level 4 Extender for the decks. This is sent to the grave, special one of these from your grave. A Tri, a Springan, or a Fall of an Albaz, or a monster that mentions it. So that's like 30 other cards. Is this a good card? Don't know. We'll watch a combo in a second. Then we've got a new Xe here. Gung-Ho Springan. This one isn't generic like Merrymaker. So maybe they realized that making a generic rank 4 for an archetype was possibly a mistake. So let's see what this one does. It's a rank 4 machine Xe. 2+ level 4s, not just 1. So I guess more materials is also relevant for something. Probably ranking up into Sarg Ass. You can only use first side effect once per turn. This is Exceed or Sent to the Grave. Or Sent to the Grave, by the way. So from the extra deck directly, this will trigger. Special like Captain Sargass from deck. It's kind of awkward and hard to summon Captain Sargass. I think you had to like dump Sprint previously. You had to kind of go out of your way to get the main deck Sargass onto the field. So this is ridiculous. Detach 2, cost, add or special one of these from the deck. A Springan, a Therion, or a Fallen of Albaz, or a card that mentions it. This just summons any card in the archetype. Is that good? Are these cards good? I don't know. Let's have a look. So this is a Springan, field spell, and 3 random cards in hand. So we're going to pitch Rocky with Golgonda. We're going to go into Merrymaker. Merrymaker dumps Branga. Branga Rocky effect is going to attach onto the Merrymaker. Rank up into Sarg Ass. Sarg Ass on summon gets Tally Ho. So this is a Springan oriented combo, obviously. There are Tri-Brigade ones, which we'll show in a second. That's going to add in special Kit and Rocky. Kit's going to activate, adding High Spirit. Now we're going to put any card in our hand back here. Now we're going to make a generic rank 4. We're going to make Rafflesia to insulate against Nibiru. We have a 1 card, 1.5, 2-card combo, kind of, that plays around Nibiru. We're going to use Branga to banish 7 to Springan to add Watch. Watch is going to add the new Kit, and we're also going to dump another card from deck to the grave here. We're going to go High Spirit, reveal the Kit, dump the Dragon that devours the Dogma. Then we're going to add, oh my god, I love Quem. Activate Kit in the grave. Bring back Rocky. Rocky add back, or she adds herself back. Quem, dump Albaz. Kit. Oh, we didn't even use the special effect of Kit. Okay, alright. Overlay Shokan into Gung-Ho. Is the new one that summons anything in the entire game. I'm going to add Regulus. Rank up into Ixie Armor Fortress. Quem triggers. Brings back the Kit. Make Giant Hand. Fortress add the Trap card. Gung-Ho triggers in the grave, summons Captain Sargass, and Regulus summons itself from the hand and equips a machine. Woo! That's a full-ass board. Yeah, you could probably minimize on the bricks by just not playing some of these engines, like the trap card and stuff, but, hey, there you go. Garnets galore. It is what it is. Alright, here's a new combo. So this is just like a dodo thing, just to show you like what one rank 4 does. So any way to make a rank 4, basically. You go into Merrymaker, you dump Rocky, you rank up into Sargass, you get Tallyho, and then add special, overlay into Gung-Ho, summon Regulus, Kit brings back Rocky, Rocky adds back Kit, special Kit, go into the Armor Fortress stuff, and then we've got Redoer, plus Trap, Nash Knight, all this kind of stuff as well. Just any way into a rank 4 play. Alright, and that's all you get, like a bunch of your follow-up here. What else we got? So there's a Tri-Brigade variant here. So Fractal plus any card. Any card. We're going to go Fractal for Kit. Send Nerval. Nerval adds new Kit. Normal summon new Kit. Make Yummy Snatchy. Trigger new Kit. Get the field spell. Revive Nerval. Nerval banish 2. Summon Bearbrum. Linkro into Cupsy Yummy Way. Add Cupsy Yummy. And Marshmallow. Pitch. Special. Surprise. Make the link. Make the synchro into the other way. Make another synchro into Metal Marcher. Revive. Surprise bring back. Recycle surprise. And synchro into Herald. And into SP Little Knit. And the Revolt search off of the Bearbrum by putting back any card from our hand here. And there you go. Fractal plus any card ends on full Yummy combo and Revolt. Yay! Who likes Springan Kit? Nice, nice, nice. All right, here we go. Let's check out the other new cards here. So these are Magnet Warriors. Magnet Warrior support. What does that mean? Let's have a look. All right. Magnet Warrior Magnet Telugerin. Telugerin. Is that a word? Telugerin. An illusion? So this is a level 8 Earth Rock. Block Dragon mentioned. Can be normaled or set. Must be specialed from grave by banishing a Magnet Warrior... What symbol is that again? Epsilon? Sigma? Delta? This is Sigma, I think. Sigma plus and Magnet Warrior Sigma minus. For see, on the man star sign hierarchy of alpha, beta, gamma, etc., who here identifies not as an alpha, but a sigma. But further than that, there's Sigma minus and Sigma plus. From your hand, face up, field to grave. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card effect, target monster your opponent controls, destroy it. And if it was an Earth at activation, take control. So if you are playing against an Earth deck, you get a Mind Control negate. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, tribute this in special 2 of your banished Magnet Warriors. And then we've got the Magnet Warrior Sigma plus. Kills the third effect once per turn. All monsters must attack. All opponents must attack if able while you control an Earth. You choose the attack targets for your opponents while they control an Earth. If this is, I don't know what the gimmick here is. I think it's supposed to be like magnetizing them, right? Like onto their body or something like that. If this is sent to the grave, you can target level 4 lower Magnet Warrior in your grave, except Magnet Warrior Sigma plus, and add it to your hand or special summon it. Then we got the Magnet Warrior Sigma minus 15/18. Goes for a second. Reveal this fusion summon from your actual using rock monsters from your hand or field, including this card in your hand. Konami, you know what to do. You know what to do. Make an Animancipator fusion that does something. Like just E-Telly's Analyzer from deck or something. Alright? Please. If this is normal or special, you can send a level 8 Magnet Warrior from deck to the grave. You see what's going on here? You see the synergies? So here's the new guy that we contact fusion into. Or not contact fuse, but, you know, fuse into. Conduction Knight Plasma Magnum. 2 Earth Rocks. Pretty generic. This is fusions. You can add a Magnet Normal, Quick Play, or Field from deck to hand. Field Searcher is crazy. Alright, that's always going to be nuts. Monsters on the field become Earth. Bum, bum, bum! DNA Transplant. Transform yourself into an Earth monster. So that, just by itself, can potentially just totally shut down a deck, depending on the archetype. Like, some archetypes just will not function if they are not the correct attribute. But obviously, it has synergies with all the stealing effects and the bonus effects that you get from your opponents being Earth, right? You can set a level 8 Magnet Warrior from deck to grave. Immediately after this effect results, you can normal summon a Magnet Warrior. And then we got this new quick play as well, Magnet Bonding. During the main phase, activate one of these effects because each effect of this card's name once per turn. You can add a Conduction Warrior Ligma, and a Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum plus or minus, or 1 level 4... Can we just stop putting physics into our cards? Or 1 level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior from your deck or to your hand. You can add a level 8 Magna Warrior from deck to your hand. Fusion a rock monster from your action by shuffling rocks from your hand, field, grave, or banishment into the deck. I mean, that's just kind of nutty, right? That's just custom card. So what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that, like, you know? What are we doing here? Well, have a look. All right. So we just got the gang in the hand here, but I believe it's just a 1-card combo. So we're gonna go beta add, the new one, Sigma minus, Fusion Shokan into Plasma Magnum. Plasma Magnum is gonna add the Magnet Bonding. Magnet Bonding is gonna add Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum plus or minus. Plus or minus is gonna dump 2 from the deck here. Special summon itself. These guys trigger to bring back Sigma minus. Sigma minus dumps Telugerin. The other guy, Omega plus. Did I miss these? I think there's more that I just missed out on, but okay, here we go. Rank 4. It's not King of the Pharaoh Imps. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the new King of the Pharaoh Imps. Gallant Granite. It's full Magnet combo in any deck, if you really think about it. The Fusion's gonna dump Valkyron. We're gonna normal summon the Alpha. Actually, was that a normal summon? No, that's our additional normal summon. For the Valkyron, we're gonna search Berserkion. We're gonna do... I don't know what it is with all of these, like, archetype discords. They're obsessed with the Exceed armor cards, but, sure. Here's Bonding. We're gonna put back the Valkyron. We're gonna summon out Imperium Magnum, the superconductive battle bot! So this is an old school boss monster, but it's, like, significantly easier to summon now. During either player's turn, when you put activates a spell or trap card or monster effect, negate and destroy, and if this face-up card is own control leaves the field because of opponent's card effect, you special both Valkyron and Berserkion from hand or deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. Woo! Alright. Well, there you go. So you got your Telugerin end board, your Berserkion, your Plasma Magnum, and your trap card from the Ixie Armor Fortress. I believe this was a 1-card combo. Alright, next up. Look. But before you judge, listen. Before you get crazy, I promise you, this is a Magnet Warrior combo, alright? The way I've ordered this and categorized, I promise you this is Magnet Warrior, okay? It might not look like it, but this is Magnet Warrior, okay? Habakiri into Night Sword Serpent and all of the other gang. It's relevant, it's important. The blue cards do get you to the rock cards, okay? Just, you have to trust me. Fiendsmith too. Listen, this is better than Fiendsmith, okay? Because it makes a rank 4. You know what rank 4 we play in Yu-Gi-Oh? That's right. Magnet Warrior. Sorry, Gallant Granite, which searches beta. And there you go. So you can even overlay these for like a photon or something if you want. Get your combo going here, but I'm sure your combo would have been negated or something by now. So yeah, you do basically everything we just saw, except you can get to it through Habakiri. Isn't that cool? Oh, hell yeah. Alright, we got some cross sheep shenanigans here. So pointing to a fusion monster this time. We get to revive something at some point. Here's some of the older names like Epsilon. Sigma Miners are going to make the Masquerena trigger into that zone to revive. And then we're going to make this. Dogurad the Stone Trooper. Dogu. Dog champ. Banish, bring back, and there you go. So if you want to play Habakiri and Magnet Warriors, you have that ability available to you. Exciting stuff, isn't it? Alright, let's keep going. What else is next? Okay. Could you believe... By the way, so... all of the combos I find, I'm just lurking in the various archetype discords. This is, do you know how hard it was to find the best art discord? The best deck? BES? So we got support for the best deck. I don't know what BES stands for, but they got a bunch of these new cards here. Also... fun fact, the archetype discord for this is called the Konami Arcade, which is, I really like that. Alright, so we've got Vic Viper type L. So this is a level 4 light machine. You can only use the first second effect once per turn. At the start of your battle phase, activate one of these effects. Special a machine from your hand. That includes high level guys. Send a level 4 lower light machine from deck to the grave. If this is destroyed, you can target a light machine in your grave and special summon it. And if its original attack is 12 or less, it gains 12. Now we've got the BES Dellinger Core. Level 10 light machine, 1930 defense. Goes first, second effect once per turn. Reveal one other best monster in your hand. Special this card from your hand and then place 3 counters on it. During the main phase quick effect, remove a counter from this and activate one of these effects. You can add a boss rush spell or trap that a spell trap that mentions it from deck, or you can special summon a level 9 or lower best from grave. Then we've got super best metal slave. Slave? Okay. Level 11 dark machine, 31/31. You can only use the first effect of this name once per turn. Send up to 5 level 10 or lower best monsters with different names from your hand and or deck to the graveyard for cost. Special this card from your hand and then place counters on it equal to the number of cards sent to the grave to activate this effect. Circular for 5. Once per chain, quick effect. Remove a counter from this and target 2 face-up cards in the field, including a best. Destroy them. So you can pop up a card your opponent controls. You get to pop 2 of your opponent's cards if you're in a mirror match, which we're going to be seeing a lot of since this is the new best deck. Then we've got a new spell card that we can search. Boss on Parade. You can activate 1 card with this name per turn. When this resolves, you can add a best monster from deck to your hand. There you go. You just got 3 copies of every new card. Once per turn, you can destroy a monster in your hand or field. If you do special, light machine with 12 attack and 10 or less defense from your deck to either field. Banish this from your grave and plays a boss rush from your deck or grave to face up field. Okay. Is that good? Is that good? Ladies and gentlemen, there is a best replay. The best Discord has come up with the best decks, best combo. Here we go. All right. 1 single Gearsu. Dump Crescendo. Get the tokens. Go into Orcust Link 1. Add the World Crown. We messed up the combo. We put the token in the wrong zone. That's very funny. We messed up the replay. Anyway. And now Dark Crescendo adds a Dark Machine. We add Metal Slave. We banish. We bring back Galatea Ayaya. We go into Dingirsu. Dingirsu attaches. Special summon Metal Slave. Dump 5 best monsters from deck to the graveyard. Activate the effect to destroy. Dingirsu Protect. Ryzeal Detonator in real life. I don't know if this is good. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this does. I don't know what this is. Okay. All right. Here's a Twitch chat special. So we got Boss on Parade, Armored Core, and a Night Express Knight. Oh boy, 3-card combo. All right. So the spell card's going to add Metal Slave. Send the spell for Dillinger Core. Night Express Knight, Metal Slave, reveal. Special for the Dillinger, add Zelos. Overlay into Dora. Zelos effect adds Boss Rush. Activate Metal Slave. 5 for cost. Special summon yourself. Field spell special. Boss Rush. Activate. Target the Armored Core with the Dora. 6 pop Detonator Tier 0 in Duel Links. Woo! Duel Links combos, baby. Yeah. So I don't know if you're noticing, but dumping 5 best cards to the graveyard is like, it doesn't do anything. There's no payoff. Like, I don't know, do they want you to play Call of the Haunteds and Oasis and Back to the Front in your deck? Like, what is it, like, what do they want you to do with that? Like, dump 5 to grave for cost means that, I don't know, maybe we FTK with Ruin Force. Not a single best has a grave effect. Why? Alright, next cards. Sexo. So, this was hard to find, by the way. The archetype Discord for the Exosisters, the Exosister Cathedral. Do with that what you will. So this is Exosister Caramel. It's a level 4 Dark Fairy Exceed that requires 2 Exos. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. By the way, I couldn't find a replay for this. It was pretty bad. So if anyone has something good, link it in the chat, you know. This is Exceed. You could activate this effect. During the end phase of this turn, you can set 1 Exo spell trap from deck, grave, or banishment. During the end phase. So, you know, it's like Scarm. Don't forget Scarm effect. When your opponent activates a normal spell trap or monster effect, detach all materials from this, and if you do, that effect becomes add 1 card from your opponent's grave to their hand. Yo. Let's just break this down, because this is wacky. First and foremost, just recruiting, searching from the deck for any Exo spell trap, even recycling, reusing one from your graveyard or your banishment, so you can use this multiple times over the course of a duel. And also, you get to recycle a card. Your opponent effect gets negated. Normal spell trap card or monster effect, it basically just transforms the effect into add it from your own graveyard to your hand. So if your opponent activates a card, you can use this to change the effect into you adding a card from your graveyard. So you can recycle a Veiler, you can recycle like an Ash, and then it moves a card. That's the most important thing. It moves a card from the graveyard. So when your opponent moves a card, then you get to trigger your Sexos. There you go. Doesn't your opponent choose? That effect becomes add 1 card from your opponent's grave. Oh, right. So they choose. Ah, okay. All right. That's unfortunate. Well, just only have good cards in your graveyard, which you will because you're an Exosister player. But the most important thing here is that you're moving a card in your graveyard. So you get to trigger all of your Exosister effects, and you stop a card of your opponents in the process. All right. And then the next card here is Bat Chest. Exosister, continuous spell card. Bat Master. If you shifter, there's only 1 shifter in your grave. Exactly. You can lose the first, second, and third effect once per turn. When this resolves, add 2 Exosister monsters from your deck to your hand, and then discard a card. Now, the discard is unfortunate because there's pretty much no like graveyard effects in Exosister. But as we have established, you get to add back cards anyway that your opponent gives you for free. And on top of that, it's 2 cards. So, you know, we'll take that. Discard a random other card, and then you get 2. Thank you. Target a face-up monster you control. Immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon an Exosister monster mentioned on that card. And if a monster is sent to your opponent's grave even during the damage step, you can make your opponent banish one of them. So basically just, you know, more ways to facilitate and help your opponent moving your cards, which help you do your cards that do cool things, etc., etc. Okay, so pretty wacky stuff here. Is there a replay for this deck? I don't know. Let's have a look here. All right. So this is just any rank 4 access. We've got Aratama and Ichiki Sayori Hime, which apparently just adds a level 4 light or dark with 800 attack or defense from your deck to your hand. Oh, there's a generic spirit monster that searches Marfa. Let's go. All right. So this is just 1 Aratama. Gonna go into Michaelis for packs. Activate Martha Stewart. Activate the effect. Special summon Ellis. Overlay into the new card here, Caramel. Activate packs. Packs add Batmater, Batmaster, Batmater, Detonator, Bat Chest. Pay your life. Get Ellis and Stella. Discard a random card. Not random, but, you know, another card. Ellis. Because we have the other name in our hand, we get to extra normal with the Batmater. Go into Caspatel. Caspatel effect. That's going to add another Martha for follow-up. Going to combine these into Magnifica. And then in the end phase, we're going to set the Returnia from deck to the hand. From the deck to the field. So, boom! Full setup with follow-up. With 1 single copy of Aratama. Alright. We've got a Slenderman version of this, however. These are Springans cards. Okay, a little bit delayed here. Sure. Alright. Real quick, back to Springans. I promise you this is relevant. Okay, so we're going to go and use the, what was that? The Golgonda for the Merrymaker. Triggering the kit in the grave. That's going to bring back Rocky. Dump the Branga. Rocky going to recycle the kit. Special the kit. Overlay it into Gung-Ho. Gung-Ho is going to special Captain Sargas. Rank up into Gigantic Sargas. Attach to for the Tally-Ho off of the Gung-Ho. Add Pedor. Special kit plus the Rocky from the graveyard. Keep the Pedor in the hand. Oh, it is an Exosister combo! Hey, there you go. Going to overlay into Michaelis for the Batmater. Batmater is going to add Irene and Sophia. Discard the card. Now we're going to normal summon Sophia. How did you add Ash Blossom? Draw a card? If you control another X. Oh, okay, of course. Yeah, why wouldn't you just draw a hand trap? Of course. Activate the Batmater, normal summon, the other name, into Caramel. Caramel set in the end phase. Combine to go into Magnifica. And rank up. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop doing this combo in every deck. Branga, Banish. Gonna add Springan, Blast. Set Vadis, set Armored Exi, set Blast. Yeah, absolute cinema. What was this combo? This was Golgonda and a discard or something? So if you want to play like 4 archetypes, none of which are bricks, trust me. Don't worry, do not analyze your deck list like that. Then this is pretty much full combo of every deck in the game. All right, very cool, good stuff here. I think we're out of combos now, so let's just take a look at some of the other things that we saw from this weekend. This card I absolutely hate, but oh my god, is it broken. This is Topologic Blaster Dragon. This is a Link 5 Dark Cybers. 5, Link 5. Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, 2+ effect monsters. So a Link 5 that is just 2+ effect monsters. Meaning you can combine this with a Link 4 and a 1, a 3 and a 2. So many ways to mishmash. And it's completely generic. It cannot summon or set monsters to an EMZ it points to. That's to stop you from, like, V-linking. If a monster is special summoned to a zone a Link monster points to, well, this is in the EMZ. So any way for you to trigger this is basically going to have this applied on your opponent's turn. So special summon anything with whatever, like, you know, Tracer typically, I guess, if you want to use, like, in Dragon Link, for example. You can apply one of these effects, and you can't apply the same effect again for the rest of this turn. So you get to use all 3 of these effects in the turn. Assuming you can special 3 monsters to the field, right? So, the first effect is shuffle all monsters on the field into the deck except this card. Not even sending to the grave, not destroying and triggering float effects. Whenever you want, if your opponent's getting a little bit too spicy for you, and if they're getting a little bit, if they're having too much fun, you just shuffle all the monsters on their field into the deck. Or, if your opponent is, for some reason, playing Labyrinth in the big 25, and they set 5, thinking, haha, I'll just set 5 like a Dharma Cannon, and Torrential, and Strike, and a Floodgate going second. In the end phase, trigger this by special summoning any monster to the zone. Shuffle all spells and traps on the field in the deck. See, notice that this shuffles. It doesn't destroy, it doesn't banish, it doesn't send. You don't even get to see the cards. They just shuffle away into the deck. Probably the best form removal in the game. And also on top of that, if you can do a 3rd special summon, or, you know, specifically you think that their archetype is worth targeting, you can look at your opponent's extra and banish a card from it. Show me that extra. Show me that extra. I think this card is complete cancer. It's way too fucking good. Like, it really is. Yeah, it's got applications going second as well. It's just like, it's just a full board wipe. Like, going second, which is cool. Probably the best effect of this. I think it's actually kind of cool going second, but going first, oh my god, dude, jeez, what the hell? It's so easy to make as well. 2+ effects, absolutely ridiculous card. How do you get a Link 5 going second? So Yu-Gi-Oh has this thing called combos. So if you just like keep climbing up with your monsters and stuff, you cannot trigger this yourself. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't trigger this yourself? If a monster is special to a zone, a Link monster points to, well, this card in the EMZ apply one of its effects. What are you talking about? Huh? You absolutely can. It's got 5 arrows. Just summon it to its own like muscle points to. First line. The first line doesn't say what you think it says. You cannot summon a set monster to an EMZ this points to. You cannot summon. You summon this to the EMZ, and then you put it in Monster Zone 1 or 3. That is an arrow. That is legal. Guys, please, I beg you. It's 2025. Just, here you go.
Special summon. Another example is decode.
You need, guys, it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years, please. Go watch the official SEMO Link Summon Guide, all right? It's very important. All right, next up, This is Sheena, the Twin Storm Deity of Divine Thunder. Level 9. How can they make this a dragon? Why is it not divine? Konami are such cowards. They just refuse to make divine monsters, despite slapping the word on the name here. So this is a level 9 Wind Dragon, 2950. You can do the first effect once per turn. When your opponent activates our card or effect while you control a wind, quick effect, special this from your hand, and applies effect based on that card's effects. Monster. So if your opponent activates a monster while you control a wind, special this, and then return all face-up monsters on the field to the hand except itself. If they activated a spell and trap, you can bounce all spells and traps on the field to the hand. The first time this card will be destroyed by battle, each turn is not destroyed. Yeah, I really don't know what you would play this in, but it's kind of nuts. Right? Like, imagine a scenario where you are playing, obviously you need a wind deck. Dragunity, it's a dragon, right? You can make Romulus with this. Like, you just have a Dragunity on the field, and then your opponent just activates a monster effect. You just trigger this in your hand, special summon it, and it attempts to bounce everything. Right? Like, you just force out their whole board, or you could shuffle away all their back row or something. It seems absolutely cracked going second. Don't know why it's a dragon. Don't know, not sure what's... Nope, don't know why it's a dragon. They got horns, I guess, so, yeah. It goes crazy in Mist Valley, yeah, true. This is an Artmage card. Don't know anything about Artmages. Kevin went 6-2 with this at a regional or something. He got like 10th place. That's all I know about Artmages. That deck is one card away from being TCG relevant. And in Genesis, it might actually be a top contending deck. So let's see what this is. Level 7 Earth Illusion. Earth Illusion. Okay. 2 Artmages. So that's pretty generic for the deck, right? It's pretty easy to summon, I feel. Must be fusioned or special from the extra by discarding a spell and trap and tributing a level 7 or higher Artmage from hand or field. Seems very easy for the deck to summon, right? You can only use this effect once per turn, no matter which method you use. You can only special summon once per turn this way, no matter which method you use. Interesting, okay. Never seen that text before on a card. If this is special summoned, you can set an Archmage spell trap from deck. So this is a starter, extender. Does it also interrupt? Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, fusion a fusion from your extra using monsters you control. Okay, so I assume that fuses into disruption. This is a good card. I don't know how Artmages work exactly, but one can assume that if you are an Artmage player, this card is very good. It gets you to combo. It gets you pieces out of your deck. Does it get the field spell? I don't know if the field spell is called Artmage. Because I know it's, I think it's one of those archetype cards that isn't actually technically in the archetype or something. The field spell is something like, like a whole-ass acronym of just a cat yelling. That's almost a Phantom of Yubel. It does have Artmage in the name? Okay, well, there you go. If you can get the field spell, you're winning with the deck, I think. That's pretty much what I know. And it's a quick effect fusion into one of the other guys who is definitely a disruption. So this must just be like insane support and probably what you want for this deck. So that's really cool. Enjoy, Kevin. All right, now we got one shitter here. Arsenal Organization. DM staple, by the way. Looks like one of those like toll cards. Chain Energy, like that sort of like art era. Arsenal Organization is a normal trap. You can only use the first and second effect of this name once per turn and only once that turn. You can send up to 2 equip spells with different names from deck to the grave. And then banish this from your grave and target a face-up monster you control and equip up to 2 appropriate equips with different names from hand or grave to it, but any battle damage inflicts to your opponent is halved while equipped with either of them. Yeah, so I mean, if it wasn't a trap card, it would be busted, right? But it's a trap card. So, you know. It's a big stretch to say that this is going to be good in Makanko, I'm not going to lie. Even for Makanko standards, this feels very slow. Cube card, yeah, pretty much. Mahavilo would go crazy with this, by the way. And finally, a new demise. So this is the End of the World Ruler. Ruler of Oblivion and Armageddon. So demise support in the Big 25. They just had support recently. I say recently, it was like 5 years ago, but you know, if you consider the fact that demise might be older than pretty much everyone watching here, it is fairly recent. So this is a level 10 Dark Fiend, 3029. You can ritual this with any End of the World card. You can only use the second effect and third effect each once per turn. This card name becomes Demise King of Armageddon while in the hand or field. Reveal this in your hand, pay 2,000, banish a ritual spell from your deck, cost, apply that card's activation effect that ritual summons a monster. Huh. I don't even know if this is like a Demise card. Because you can just play this in any other ritual deck. This bypasses once per turn on rituals. Yeah, because it becomes that effect, so it's copying it. So, can you tribute himself when you do that? Like, can I just tribute this to pay the cost of ritual summoning the spell, of using the spell from my deck, and then tributing himself, and then summon, like, any other ritual? That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know if, like, Demise is, like, good, but this is a good ritual card in general. Not for Mitsu because it's not a reptile. Damn. Damn. So close to being a good card, huh? You can pay 2,000 life. Oh, wow. There's a real Demise effect here, by the way. Pay 2,000 life. Destroy as many other cards on the field as possible, and it gains 29 attack. Why 29? Is that the original attack of Demise? It's his defense, I suppose, but it goes up to 59, which is, you know, almost 6-9. Why is it not a quick effect? It should be a quick effect. Like, he doesn't do anything differently than Demise does, if you think about it, realistically. In fact, the OG Demise might be easier to summon. Why would it be a quick effect? To make it good. Why would it be a quick effect? So it would be a good card? Like, what? Just... Alright, Nightmare Eyes Restrict. I mean, I can understand. Yeah, I get it. Holy. Stop saying wood! Jesus Christ! Level 1 Dark Illusion Fusion. So they've made them illusions now. 2 monsters with different types, either Fiend Illusion or Spellcaster. You can only use the first effect of this name once per turn. If this is specialed, or if this card battles, at the end of the battle phase, you can equip a monster you put controls to it. If this card is specialed or battles, but you can only use one of the effects per turn, so it's not like you get to suck 2 guys. So on summon, you get to suck a guy. Gains attack equal to those equipped monsters total. If this battles, neither can be destroyed. Your opponent monsters cannot attack monsters except this one. Okay, so every battle phase, you get to suck, and it can be destroyed. I think this would go hard in GOAT format. I can't think of where I'd really want to play this. Like, quick... So you want to... Ideally, I feel like this is good to, like, quick effect fusion. And then on summon, like, during your opponent's turn, you, like, use it as disruption to suck. And it's an illusion monster, so it's kind of hard to out. You can super poly this. If your opponent's playing an illusion deck. Kind of broken with super poly, actually. Oh, wait, does Relinquish Fusion make it easily? Really? Do you think the Relinquish deck can make the Relinquish boss monster and support card easily? I'd hazard a guess and say, yeah, I think it's probably quite good at this. Artmages can make this? Oh, wait, hold on. You can the Artmage Fusion can go into this, right? So you don't even need to make an Artmage for Disruption. You can go into the new friggin' Dunkin' Donut Wood monster here. They really put, like, more detail on this compared to the original artwork. I mean, you can see, like, the leathery skin as well as the eyes now. Like, he's got, like, scales, basically. Ugh, God, wow. Yeah, that is disgusting. God. Yeah, thank God he doesn't have 34 attack points, you know what I mean? All right. That is all of the new cards. That's your showcase. Leave a comment down below explaining why I didn't show the correct combo that does actually play through Nibiru and Magnet Warriors or something like that, whatever. But appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next card showcase.